is that what it is? He claims the brothers are not with Kamala because they're uncomfortable with a woman in the White House.
Maria, every time I see that clip, it just pisses me off even more. First of all, it's not about Kamala Harris being a woman. It's about the fact that Kamala Harris has not really done anything in particular for any American, let alone black men. What has she done the last 1,400 days as vice president to warrant black men or any other subgroup in our country voting and supporting her? She's done nothing. To the contrary, she's the deciding vote that caused massive inflation, that's hurt so many families in our country. She was the border czar. She did nothing to secure the southern border. But now that she's losing in this presidential election, now she wants to run out with an agenda specifically for black men. It is phony. It is the same pandering that citizens are furious with politicians about. We already know what her record is. We know what her agenda is because, like Joe Biden said a couple days ago, that she has been lockstep with every major decision. She was on The View. She's the one that said that she wouldn't change anything from what Joe Biden has done. So now that we know what she stands for and what she's about, it is being rejected by Americans across the country, including a portion of black men. So for Barack Obama and Kamala Harris to now be upset because black men are looking at their economic futures, their economic prospects, as opposed to just being loyal to the Democrat Party, and they don't want to follow suit. Now they're going to be chastised. This is what's wrong with politics. Frankly, this is what's wrong with the Democrat Party. And so Kamala Harris is going to lose. It's her fault because it's the agenda of the Democrat Party that has caused a portion of black men to now start to follow Donald Trump. Because when he was president, our economy actually worked for black men and for all men and, frankly, everybody in the United States.
Well, I don't understand this plan, I swear. I mean, I'm going to go back to the first element in a second. But even saying that I'm going to launch a national health initiative focused on the illnesses that disproportionately impact black men. What are the illnesses that disproportionately affect black men? And what about protecting cryptocurrency investments so black men who make them know their money is safe? What women make investments in crypto? White women, white men.
Again.
I mean, but the big kahuna of it all, in my view, there are two of them. First of all, this one: provide 1 million forgivable loans of up to $20,000 to black entrepreneurs. What is a forgivable loan? So, in other words, she's paying for votes. Okay, a forgivable loan. So you give me $10,000 and then you forgive it. So do you call it a loan because then the person won't get taxed on it? Is that why you call it a loan, a forgivable loan, rather than just saying, hey, I'm going to give you up to $20,000 cash if you come and vote for me? That's number one. I mean, this is just giving black men cash to come out and vote for them. And the other thing is this: legalize marijuana at the federal level. So what is she saying? Black men smoke pot and no one else does? I mean, what is she talking about?
I have no idea what she's talking about, but this is the same Kamala Harris who said a few years ago that there was not going to be any quote unquote bills for black people because if it works for all American, it would work for black people. This is the same Kamala Harris that said that. But like I'm telling you, Maria, she's just throwing things against the wall because she's losing this campaign. And because she is a part of one of the worst economic policies and economic outcomes in American history, her and Joe Biden, she's losing ground with everybody. So now she has to throw these things on a wall. Listen, if she wanted to do this, she could have done it the first 2 years of this administration when Nancy Pelosi was Speaker in the House, when Chuck Schumer was still at that time Majority Leader in the Senate. They could have passed all this and a bunch of their other reckless spending packages that they did, but they did not do any of this. Kamala Harris never advocated for any of this, but now she's losing and she's trying to do something at the last minute. It is not real. What is real is the fact that when Donald Trump was president, wages adjusted for inflation massively up. People could buy homes. People could save. People could pass and start to build wealth to pass stuff on to the next generation. That was the Trump economy. That is what young black men in particular remember. And that is why in record numbers, young black men are leaning towards voting for Donald Trump in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing she says is she wants to lower cost by enacting the first ever federal ban on corporate price gouging. for food and groceries. So I guess she just threw that one in because that's one of her answers for inflation. So, I mean, it's no different for black men. She's just throwing that one in as another element of her plan for black men.
Well, that's a dumb policy anyway. Everybody knows that all that's going to do is lead to scarcity in the United States of products, especially food. So that's why she hasn't really talked about it much. This is the same Kamala Harris that says she wants to tax unrealized gains. So you're going to give a black entrepreneur 20 grand, but then you're going to tax unrealized gains. So what's going to happen if the business appreciates and there's an unrealized gain? Now you're going to have to give that money right back to the federal government. Her entire economic plan is incoherent. It doesn't make any sense. But why are we surprised? You're dealing with a vice president who never spoke to any of these issues, never did anything of substance, and now is trying to win a race that she's obviously losing.
A lot of stereotypical items in that plan, that's for sure. Congressman, thank you. We're going to keep following your work as always. Byron Donalds is in Florida this morning. Thank you, sir. We'll be right back.